How's it going on, everybody? Viscount Gregor Hawk here, and I'm doing a video request today from Zygmunt. He wanted to see bread and butter shots. If you watched my training videos, you've noticed a lot of what I do is my bread and butter shots. So let me explain bread and butter really quick, how I see it. My first shot is my bread, and it is designed to manipulate your defense. So if I'm going to fire here, the principle of the X tells me your defense shifts over. This is your weakest, and this is your weakest spot in that moment. So that's why you see me fire this, that, a lot. Bread, butter. So if you're going to create your very own bread and butter shots, always think of the principle of the X. No matter what you do, your very first bread shot is to manipulate, butter is your kill. Now when I'm out there fighting a lot, I don't generally throw more than 3 blows before I exit and clear and come up with another plan. So if I come in on somebody and I go bread, butter, neither one of those shots lands, I generally throw an exit and clear so I can come up with some more bread and butter ideas. But yeah, bread and butter to me, that's how I kind of see it. My bread is my setup. It's still a kill, but my butter is my intended kill. So that's how I see bread and butter shots. And if you want to come up with your own, always think of the principle of the X. So if you fire down here as a leg opening, right up here and their armpit will be their weakest point at that point, especially if they plant and rotate. That's the biggest thing, what you always want to look for when someone plants off of your first bread shot, because that's going to open them up hugely for the opening that your very first shot the bread created. Now there is one exception to the rule, and generally this has to do with shots that are doubles, basically the same side twice. So what I like to do is I like to go bread. I'll go bread. I'll pause for even just a half of a second to get them to react. And the second that they start to pull their shield down, I'll take a step off to the side that I was still going on, and throw a second. So it's going to be like double, double. First one bread. Second one kill. Generally I don't load up my bread and butter on the exact same time or exact same side unless I put in a slight pause. The pause is important. You want to see what they're going to do really quick. And if they do slightly blind themselves, that second shot comes in really good right as they're dropping their corner down. Most people do not expect a shot on the same side twice. Most of the time they're expecting the other side, just because it's easier for you to do, and it's what most people do at the exact same time. So doubles are extremely powerful as well. No matter what side you go to, as long as you give them that little second, that nanosecond to react to the first shot, and if they blind themselves, they're in super ultimate trouble. Because as they're pulling their shield down, you're stepping, coming in with that second shot to the same side. So that's about it for bread and butter shots, really. I mean, principle of the X, exceptionally important. It's why you see me, I do this one, that's my bread, that's my butter. Right down here, my opening shot, cause their defense to move, to shift. They also plant and slightly rotate in this direction, because as I'm doing this, I'm kind of going over in this direction, and then it's just a quarter step, and I lean over to the side, which gives me the angle. So they're caught in that situation where they're racing me for here, and as their defense shifts, they can't really bring it up in time for my to block my shot in most cases. So creating your bread and butter, always think about it in the principle of the X. You fire here, here is your opening. You fire here, armpit, belt grab, off leg. Those are always going to be your butters. So fire snap here, your butter is going to be the backhand, the off body, or the belt grab. Either one. So when you're out there thinking of your bread and butter, think of it that way. There's a reason why they are bread and butter shots. And you've seen me train, if you watch my videos, you've seen me train a lot of my bread and butter thousands and thousands and thousands of times. To the point where I literally want to throw up in my mouth and I get sick and tired of doing it. But the main important thing is I'm teaching my body and my subconscious how to do these bread and butter shots effectively, quickly, with the best technique that I can come up with at the time. And I'll always further refine it as I go to get better and better, faster and harder. The thing is if you want to do your bread and butters, and we're all different, but there are only so many shots to throw. So a lot of people's bread and butters are going to be the same as everybody else's, and there's a reason why. The principle of the X and bread and butter, the principle of the X is extremely powerful if you can understand it. It creates openings in your opponent's defenses. These very first shots are kill shots, but what they mostly are manipulation shots. They manipulate the defense in a way that your butter can come in and kill. So anyways, I hope this helps. If it does, go ahead and leave a comment, and I appreciate you watching the video. It seems like I need to get on to my day 56 Pell training, so I'll catch you in a bit. Peace.